Hello, this is Akin Crow bringing you a video on the most exciting news of the XFL so far, revealing the team names and logos. So let's start. Starting in your top left, the Dallas Renegades. Probably the most badass name in the XFL right now. Also, we didn't expect Dallas to get the colors of the Oiler blue. I bet a lot of the XFL fans trying to figure out all these teaser logos, what goes to which city. I bet 99.99% of fans did miss that. Anyways, the Dallas Renegades is an awesome name and it fits them very well. It's similar to the Outlaws, but in a different name. For the next one, the Houston Roughnecks. Probably one of the best names in the XFL right now. This name fits Houston perfectly. A great all-around logo and name. Very solid. It almost looks like the Houston Oilers back in the day, which is pretty cool too. Now for the next one, the Los Angeles Wildcats. When I first saw this, I was a little disappointed, but it does make sense. A lot of people said it was too generic. I did so also. Some of the XFL team names are kind of generic, or I say like easier to pronounce and identify, and for the simplicity. But the Los Angeles Wildcats, it does make sense. There is Wildcats in Los Angeles, especially Cougars. I know why they picked it, because it's simple to see and read, and I remember back then, instead of Wildcats, I recommended Catamounts, which is basically a cougar. Also not so much of a generic name. You don't see Catamounts on a team very often, but still Wildcats is a good name and it fits well with LA. Now to the next one, New York Guardians. Probably my most original name I thought of for Los Angeles, but it seems like it made it to New York, which is pretty cool. To be honest, the Guardians name makes more sense with New York, but it is a great name, especially the mascot, which is a gargoyle. There's not very many pro teams that do have gargoyles as a team mascot. Very solid colors, name, everything. That red, gray, and black is pretty badass too, so I really like that one. For the next one, the St. Louis Battle Hawks. A very cool name for St. Louis, and color is pretty top notch too. I think this is paying homage to Hawks and also fighter jets in St. Louis or in the military. Probably the best name in all of the 8, because it's not so much of a generic name, but it's very badass, very cool, and it's probably the best logo I've seen in recent memory. And for the next one, Seattle Dragons. A very cool name. A little bit on the generic side. I think will be better if it was like Sea Serpents, which will fit Seattle way more better than just Dragons. Anyways, awesome logo and name. On to the next, the Tampa Bay Vipers. Another somewhat generic name, but I do like it. It fits Tampa Bay very well. And I think the colors are cool. Some people didn't like the colors, but I do. It's kind of like cool colors with a little warm with the yellow, and Vipers makes sense because there is a lot of Vipers in Tampa Bay, so great on XFL picking that one. And for the last one, the DC Defenders, paying homage to the military that fight for us, for this country. A great name for DC, and it fits well too. The colors are pretty cool too, red and white. Simple. The name is a little generic, but I'll roll with it. It does make sense for the city, and it represents our heroes for the military too. Anyways, that is it. That's all the names. I do like the names. Some are a little generic, but I'll roll with it. I get it why they picked it, because of simplicity. Also, if I was gonna grade this roll of names for the XFL, I'll give it a 8 out of 10, which is solid. It's not perfect, of course. Man, these are nice logos and names. They're pretty solid for the cities, and it makes sense. Anyways, let's go Wildcats. Please like and sub. Have a nice day.